Welcome back to my channel, guys. So today I thought that I would do a video just discussing what I've been doing in my planner for this past week. If you saw my last video, I did a very slow flip, kind of ASMR a little bit with some music, just showing you what I've done. But today I'm going to just discuss a little bit what I'm doing and then what I may be doing for March. So let's get into it. Also, if you notice that my setup is a little different, I am filming on my phone. I do film a lot of my YouTube videos on my phone, and so I wanted to preserve my battery today by not using the flash, and it's a pretty gloomy day, so I would definitely need the flash, but since I kind of figured that I could just use our windowsill, that's what I decided to do today. So I have you guys just propped up on the window, and I'm just gonna enjoy the breeze as we talk about planner stuff. So earlier last week or later last week, I received a package, and in that package there were a ton of stickers and washi tape and planner cards or journaling cards, lots of stuff. There were so many things, and I was also going through what most people call is a planner funk, where we get bored with our systems and we want to change out our systems. Mainly this monthly was not working for me, and also I had a section in here that was like a catch-all section, so to speak, like my inbox and all of that stuff. And then I also changed out my project sheets because I didn't like the project sheets that I originally purchased to go inside this planner. So on a whim, in all of that frustration, I kind of ordered another planner, which is a bound book, and I'll show you guys what my intentions are and my thoughts are so far after setting up just 1 month. But I kind of purchased that in all of this chaos of being just disappointed with my system for a minute. And don't get me wrong, I really do love my system, even though there are times when I just don't. I really do enjoy my system. Luckily, inside that package that I received, I got quite a bit of decorative elements. So I've been utilizing them, and I encourage anyone who is feeling in a planner funk or disappointment with their system to decorate their planner, add a decorative element that you usually wouldn't add to your system or your planner, and that can just instantly change everything and how you feel about your planner. So I added a little journaling card. If you saw my video when I went through all of this stuff, I just add this one that says I'm not gonna freak out. And then also this one here, which just says awesome, but I just said, let your confidence shine, pretty girl. And I've created a monster sticker and the best day. So always reminding myself in this first page that when I go to my monthly and I have to see what's going on for the month or the day or anything like that, to just always read these things and just remind myself confidence is everything. Don't freak out, and have the best day that you can. So going into my weeklies for this month, or this week I should say, you guys know I like to do my colors. I like to draw a line through whenever there is a event. I actually started adding a red dot for the spouses meetings that I go to, and I add a couple of other things in here too, things that really shouldn't be in here. They should really be in like my daily spreads, but sometimes when I'm setting up for the week, I have to write it down right then and there because I will actually forget. I have a tendency to forget things really, really fast, and as a result to that, I have to write down things as they come to me. So even when I'm setting up my weekly spreads, I have to write them down as they come to me. Also, I have a couple of box stickers, and I think I may actually follow through with this and just purchase some. Because I really like the fact that I was able to kind of do like a little meal planning in this little box. So it's Monday through Sunday, obviously. And all I did is I sat down and I brainstormed, asked my husband what were some things that he would like to eat this week. And that's what I did. So most people do like meal planning. They have it in their daily spreads. I do put what we're having for dinner in my daily spreads, but I thought that it would be a great idea to kind of to have it in my weekly spread as well, what we're having, so that way when I go to set up my dailies, I don't have to think too hard or too long about what we're going to be eating for that day or that week. So if we jump to my daily spreads, and I'm going to jump to the very first day of the week. So Sunday for me would be like the first day of any week, because you essentially get ready for the next week on Sunday. So after after Friday, which was Valentine's Day, I kind of started setting up my following week because I already had a couple of things happening. I had a lot of tasks that you'll see that were kind of incorporated into this week that we're in. This is primarily new stickers that I got, and usually I would just write the word nope or canceled or something like that, but I decided to use the stickers. I also got these box stickers. Again, they're just blank box stickers without the monthly or the weekly on there, and I've been using that to put dinner in it, or I mean, I've been putting anything in there, but really for this day, I put dinner in there. I don't know if I'll do that all the time because it does take up quite a bit of space. And then I think I mentioned last week that I used the online shopping stickers and the water stickers. So because this day didn't get a lot of things done, when I went to set up for the new week, which is Sunday, there were a lot of things on here that I had to get done because I had put off for previous days and previous weeks, and I just couldn't put it off anymore. You'll notice that my decorative elements kind of slowed down. In the past week, I was doing a lot of decorating of the backgrounds, and as you can see for the following weeks, I kind of just slowed down a little bit, and that's mainly because I had to focus and I had to get my shit done, and I just didn't have time to sit here and worry about whether or not I want hearts in the background or I want stars or something crazy in the background. So I did away with that for a couple of weeks. And just really focused on a task. I definitely enjoy doing the journaling in here. Just something about the day, how I was feeling, what happened that day. I've been really enjoying that. I think that I've kind of maximized my daily sheets because in the past, when I first started using them, I was very lost, as you can kind of see from like day one to like, where's the day that I did a lot of stuff, to like day 6. So very plain and, you know, very so much just straightforward. So I've been playing around with my dailies and really just trying to figure out the best way to maximize the space. I really like Franklin Covey's Day on 2 page because it has so much space for you to do all of the things that I do on a 1 page spread. But I think that if I had incorporated a day for 2 page, then I would have a lot of blank space because it would just be too much for me. So I actually think that I have played around enough that I have found an effective way to utilize the space that's given to me in the personal rings. I did stick with the water stickers, though I will say that if I use the water stickers, I kind of can't do other things that I've been doing this week, mainly because these water stickers are really big, and if I continue to do them, then I sacrifice doing something else like a mood tracker, because essentially it's going to take up a good chunk of this space down at the bottom. So I just pick and choose when I want to use them. And on the days that I don't, I will just draw out the water like I've been doing. I also decided to start incorporating my moods down at the bottom of the page. Now, I first saw this in Mermaid Kitty on YouTube. I first saw it in her, I believe, Stayology. She was doing a flip or a live, and she was flipping through her planner, and I saw her little smiley faces, which looked like emojis. And I was looking at it, and I was like, wow, I never thought to really use like an emoji face for mood. I would just always draw out like a boxed, like a graph mood tracker, and then do it that way by colors. But I never thought to do it this way. So I took that idea, and I'm sorry for the noise. I'm just gonna mute my phone. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. But I took that idea and I decided to incorporate it into my daily spreads. So I kept with the basic ones. I have happy, neutral, blah, sad, and sleepy. And whichever mood I am for that day, I'm just going to color it in. On Monday, I was pretty neutral, as you can see. And then yesterday, I was sleepy, mainly because it's been raining, it's been gloomy, it's been all of the things over here, I should say. I don't really know much to say about the weather, but the weather has been kind of for the past couple of days. It's been 65 this past weekend, and it's been rainy and windy, and then it was cold, and now it's like springy. It feels springy, so I don't really know what's going on with the weather. But I've been kind of tired these past couple of days, and that has a lot to do with the change of weather and my workouts and all of that stuff. So I decided to keep with that. And like I mentioned, if I use the water stickers, it's going to take up a big chunk of space down at the bottom. So in order to kind of keep with the moods, I just pick and choose when I want to use the two. I definitely want to track the moods. I think that's an important thing for me to see how it's been fluctuating, because I have been kind of moody lately, especially towards my husband, and I try not to be. Also, if you can kind of see up at the top, I have these weekly stickers. I put those in there mainly because I kind of messed up a little bit when I was setting up my days. And I know they have the dates up at the top, but sometimes I put things in here specifically for a different day. So say if I put something in here that was for Monday, but it's Wednesday, and I put it on a Wednesday spread, I kind of get like sidetracked with these different languages sometimes. So I decided to try out these weekly stickers, and if they work, I will go ahead and just see about purchasing some weekly stickers for myself and using them to cover up these different languages. They're not that hard to understand, but sometimes if you're like me, you can kind of be thrown off a little bit. So I used some weekly stickers, also garbage sticker, and these are some really, really nice stickers. I don't know where this sticker is from, but whoever created it, it was in that Happy Mail that I received. Whoever created this sticker, I love it. I love the way that sticker feels. Okay, so that has been my weekly for the past 2 days, and then today obviously is Wednesday. I do write little notes in here to myself. So our light bulb in the living room had blown, so I just wrote a note in here that we need to change that out soon. And I also do a lot of forward planning too. So I am a big avid person when it comes to forward planning. That's why I like to kind of have all my inserts together, because things do come up and I tend to put them into calendars and weekly spreads as I know they will be happening. So like for instance, I know that we can't take any trips in May because my husband actually has training this month. So I had to put a sticky note in here to remind myself that he has training this entire month, so no trips can be taken. Actually, as I'm thinking about it to myself, we actually have a trip coming up in May. So we'll see. But if we cannot take the trip, then that'll just be one that we can't take. If you haven't been paying attention, we are starting to tour around Europe. And so we are planning out a couple of trips for every month. And yeah, so we're just planning out a couple of trips every month, and we're going to just try to hit as many places as we can as for the time that we are here, because we're here for 2 more years. So with that, with forward planning there, again, my husband had a lot of different things happening this week, and because we only use one car, we only have one car, it is very important that I do not schedule anything outside of the window or inside the window where he's not available. So I just block that time out so that I don't do that. And if I do have something that kind of conflicts with that time, like today would be a spouse meeting, and I believe there is something else happening today, but today would be a spouse meeting. I obviously can't make those meetings today because he is out and he is also on call. So if you have someone in the military and they are on call and you know about their training, you know that if you're working on one car, then you're pretty much stuck in the house that day until they are free or set free, so to speak. So I definitely put my husband's training schedule in there. And again, like any forward planning, I just put the things that I know are going to be happening. I put those down. So I also put my routines in here, and I think I've touched bases on this quite a bit. I definitely put my routines in here. It's like the first half of, or the first top portion of my daily spreads. These are things that I do on a regular basis. I do them sort of much like a habit tracker, because doing it, I can check it off and make sure that I get it done. And then any other additional tasks for myself, I put those in there, and as well appointments too. So Sunday is my birthday, and I'm super excited. I really want to do like a birthday vlog. I mentioned that I'm not a vlogger and I don't aspire to be one, but I do want to capture quite a bit of things that I do here in Germany, because it is a very exciting moment for us. It's my first time living out of the United States, and so I want to capture as many memorable moments as I can with the people that I meet here. So I'm gonna try to film just like a couple of snippets of like my birthday dinner, which we are having on Saturday, and not my actual birthday, which is Sunday. And yeah, I'm gonna try to film that. Hopefully I get some good footage, because you all know I suck at that. All right. So now that we talked about the week, as far as forward planning in here, like I do in the monthlies, anything I know that is happening, I pretty much just take a sticky note and I put it on the sheet that I know that it will be happening, so that I don't forget. Because even though it's in my calendar, my planner is pretty much open to my daily section all the time. So this is the wide section that I view all the time. And so it's very important that if I know something is coming up, I remind myself. And so I just put a sticky note there. And we're actually going to Amsterdam on April 4th. It's actually April 4th, but it's like 3 o'clock in the morning that we leave. So I put it on April 3rd just to remind myself that there are things that I need to do, pack, make sure that I have packed before we leave that morning. So that's what this is all about. in terms of my sleep tracker, I've been definitely keeping up with that. I was going to redo this sleep tracker because I didn't like this cream colored paper up against the white, but I think that because I have it sandwiched in between like this half divider and then like this full divider, it works. So as long as it's like partially being seen, it won't bother me too much that it's not exactly full on full white. So, oops, and I bumped you guys. So I actually need to fill it in for today. And let's see, I went to bed pretty late. So I went to bed at like 2 a.m. to 8 because I woke up at 9. And this is the time frame that I was up. So if you didn't see my last video, gray means that I was up and pink means that I was asleep. And obviously I'm up now and I don't know what time it is. I think it's about 10 o'clock. So I'm just going to color in where I know that I'm up right now. And then as the day goes by, if I take a nap or anything like that, I will update it. But that as far as the only things that I have to share with you in my personal rings. I've definitely been keeping up with my weight loss fitness tracker, although things have been kind of, you know, off this month. As you can see, there's a lot more highlighting. There's a lot of things being moved around. There's a lot of things being shifted around. As long as I'm getting the workouts in, I think I'm doing pretty good as far as following the goal. Insanity has definitely gotten harder this month. A lot of the things are a lot harder. I've injured myself not once but twice doing these workouts. I've hurt my knee, I've hurt my wrist. So I just want to say that if you do attempt to do insanity workouts, that you do take precautions because they are a little bit hard, especially for someone who is not physically fit like myself. But in between doing these, because all of these are just insanity workouts, but if I don't actually do the insanity workout itself, I will do a dance workout for 2 hours straight. That just lets me know that I did work out. So even if it wasn't that exact workout, I still cross it off because I've done some physical activity to replace what I usually would do when I'm doing insanity. So I hope that kind of gave you guys an insight into my personal rings for what I've been doing for this month. I know my videos are not the best. I do try to get better videos out there for you all, but I'm just not that good or that savvy. And I kind of think that because I don't like use a bunch of leather planners and like I'm not on the rage of the Stayology right now. I feel like it's not what people want to see. I'm just going to touch bases on this really quick. So I went ahead and set this up. I'm using the Uniball Jetstream pen. So I went ahead and just added like a couple of decorative elements, but also functional elements. So I have an Apple clip, a journaling card. These are some adhesive tabs, and then some flags and sticky notes. These are all just flags and sticky notes down at the bottom. I do have a binder clip that I got in Happy Mail. I got a lot of these things in Happy Mail, but I got a binder clip that I really like that I got in Happy Mail, and then just some postcards that I got from Malmo, Sweden, and Copenhagen. So if you saw those videos, then you know that that's where these cards came from. This was the impulse buy. I had wanted to buy this planner, this journal, for quite some time. I did go in and just make myself like a little bookmark for it. Just says never stop dreaming. And I kind of cut it wrong because I cut a little bit off the D, but still serves the purpose. I also bought some stamp ink so that I can kind of stamp the dates in here. So I'm going to use this yearly tracker for mood. So this is going to be a mood tracker. whenever I started. And then I haven't done anything with the yearly overview. And then I went in and set up the monthly. So I used all stickers for the monthly, and this was such a tedious job. Oh my God, I cannot wait to get the stamps because I just don't want to sit here and do stickers on all of these monthly layouts. And I'm not fond of my handwriting up there either. So but yeah, for the most part, I just went in and set this up. I went and put in a couple of monthly tasks that I would like to get done for March. And then I kind of messed up a little bit on my tracker, so I'll be kind of blocking out a couple of things because I realized that when I was doing this tracker, I put some things in here that I do weekly and or daily, and so I kind of just kept going, and I didn't realize that, okay, you need to have a breaking point for each week. So I'll be fixing that today as well. And then I just used number stickers for all of the days. Obviously, I didn't put the first in here because there's no point to put the first in here because I don't have any plans for the first. And plus, I can just do that in my personal rings. This is not going to take the place of my personal rings. This is just going to be an addition to. So I'm just going to see how this works out for me. It is a lot lighter than my personal rings, but I'm just gonna see how this works for this upcoming month. But yeah, guys, that's the systems that I have set up. If you like the video, please be sure to give me a big thumbs up. If you are not subscribed and you would like to subscribe, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you. And if you're returning back, welcome back. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and you have a good rest of your Wednesday. Bye.